Welcome back. Oh, I didn't change my shirt. I'm in the same shirt, guys. I had an awesome shirt, and the shirt said, straight out of Tamriel.
Straight out of Tamriel.
Because it was Bethesda.
Bro.
But we're just busting through this. We just got done with our Microsoft grade. If you haven't watched it, go check it out.
Go check it.
But we're going to jump into Bethesda right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, whew, what a show.
Whoo! Indeed.
How'd you feel?
Whoo!
Yeah?
That's how I felt. Let's go.
I was emotional during a lot of this. Okay. I put right here, great intro, good culture equals good games. EA needs to learn a few things.
And they introduced a lot of their team, which is something you don't see a lot. I feel like you get the big guys, you always get the big wigs at top, but they have what I would assume are just some of their maybe lead developers.
Well, yeah, they even have like their cooks and shit.
Their cooks and their like desk lady was.
Yeah. Their desk lady narrated.
She narrated it. Yeah, she did great.
So cool.
She did great.
It's
awesome. It's a really
just,
cool introduction.
Like I put in there, it's just symbolic of like.
Bethesda feels like family. Like they just do. Like they always have.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They're just a wonderful studio.
Which is ironic because we talk about their games, and we've even said in previous podcasts and recordings how playing their games feels like going home. And now you have that connection with their team as well. It's so crazy how the way they can give you that feeling.
Yeah, I just feel like they understand. They just know what it's all about. They don't have ulterior motives. They don't care. Their investors are not.
I love that. I love it.
Their investors
and they're doing work. They're working. There.
They're working.
Work.
But when you go by, you hear them sniggering. They're trying not to laugh. Imagine having that job. Anyway, we won't spend too much time on that. I really appreciated the intro. I love this company.
Yep.
I love Pete Hines. I love Todd Howard.
I love their cooks.
Just the way that they conduct themselves is really cool. A little thing that Pete Hines said in the beginning, all their games over the last year, 2017, averaging Metacritic, Bethesda was the highest ranked developer and publisher in 2017 with Metacritic. Because they just keep nailing that shit over and over and over. Obviously, their sales wouldn't keep up with that. And then we just got into it, dude.
Let's go into it. Let's get into the tight pants. I mean, Andrew WK.
Andrew WK.
Killed it. Awesome performance.
It was awesome. A little awkward because
really awkward.
The fans are just sitting here like this. Look at this lady right here.
Yeah, no one's...
It was so cool. They sound great.
Kills it on the keyboard. It's really good.
Yeah,
he did a great
excellent
job. Great performance. Not the right environment for that performance, but very, very awkward, very quiet.
Then this motherfucker, fucking Odin over here.
He's so tall.
Oh my god. Alyssa,
my name is Thor.
Alyssa goes, is Tim Willits short or is Magnus really tall?
That's a good
I think
question.
it might be both simultaneously.
Yeah,
That's
I think
how
it
bad
is.
it is.
But his name is Magnus.
This Magnus Nedforce.
Thor. That's
Oh
his
my
name.
god.
So we got Rage 2.
We
Start
got
kicking it
Rage
off.
2, dude.
Kicking off. We got more Rage 2, which
so-
you seem to be more excited about than you were originally.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think I'm not the Andrew WK treatment doesn't make me excited for a game.
Right.
The way that I enjoy games, the reasons I enjoy games, like most of the time, I'm not into Sunset Overdrive. I'm not really into like really colorful and that's okay. That needs to be there. If every game was dead serious, it would just be way too much, right? Like you need a breakup. And it doesn't need to be serious, but it just looked like what the fuck is this? Like
right.
That's when I saw the last trailers. I was like, what are you?
Just a lot going on.
What are we doing?
A lot of color, a lot of noise. Yep.
Is it just playing rock music the whole time?
Right.
Like, this was more focused.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's an open world full of cool vehicles with big guns.
Yep.
You can drive around and blow up other vehicles. And the main thing, honestly, it's very simple. It makes the best first-person shooters on the market.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm excited.
Yeah.
Because I watched this, I'm like, this is just...
I'm trying to pay attention. I just want to watch this.
It's just excellent. It's just id shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just... it's really what it comes
There's
down
like
to.
a weird finesse to it. You know, especially when someone who knows how to play it is playing it. It looks like art. It's crazy.
And you can get that good. Like,
Yeah.
I was that good at doing it.
Yeah, I think the game... It caters to that. You know what I mean? Even if you're not even familiar with first-person shooters, I feel like it's made so well. Anyone can jump in and be ripping people in half in a matter of minutes.
And I love that fucking boomerang. It just like decapitates people.
Yeah, and there's powers that kind of like defy gravity, and as you saw before, there were people kind of stuck to the roof.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it seems to have a little bit of a story. Who knows how good the story will be.
Right.
But the gameplay just looks so good.
Yep.
So good. Did they give a release date?
They gave spring of 2019.
Spring 19.
Yeah.
What were you expecting?
From
Release.
From Rage?
Did you think they were going to give
release date wise? I didn't even think it'd be that soon.
No?
No.
Pretty, probably what, April maybe?
Yeah.
Probably an April game. I'll probably pick it up.
How soon?
Depends on what else is coming out in that
Right.
window.
Yeah. I mean,
if they release it in May or April and there's nothing going on, I just love this company so much.
but the question is like, are you still busy from what came out in the beginning of 2019?
Yeah,
Because February's crazy.
We'll see.
We know.
February is insane. So yeah, it definitely depends a lot.
But yeah, I'd love to play. It looks awesome. I still haven't played Doom. I need to go back and play Doom.
All right.
Speaking of Doom,
well, Elder Scrolls Legends came on next. Card game.
People love it.
I will probably play it at some point. It's
Elder
coming to
Scrolls Legends,
consoles and.
If you don't know, it has a crazy following on Twitch. I don't know how their sales do, but I know
it's free. So.
Well, right, but it's free. But I mean, you can
buy stuff.
Yeah, exactly. There's content you can pay for within the game, and their following on Twitch is huge. It has like some kind of weird, crazy loyal viewer base. There's sites that tell you the ratio of viewers to streamers on Twitch.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you that like Elder Scrolls Legends and card games like that, like Gwent.
Yeah.
Are like some of the most successful games on Twitch. It's really interesting.
Yeah, no, they're really cool. It's a great game. Then they went on ESO. There wasn't much to talk about because they just released a massive chapter, but he did announce 2 more things. I really like Matt Fire. He's all awkward. You can hear him breathing.
He's awkward.
And he's like
He's a
super
big guy.
nervous. He's super nervous. And he's, again, the word for me, like the key word for Bethesda is genuine.
Yep.
And he's just a genuine guy. Everyone who seems to work there just seems really genuine and real and like they're like real humans. So I really like Matt Fire. He's super into the game. They did like a cool, like exactly what I said in my predictions. It was just going to be like a hype video of all where they've come. Said they added 1 million more players in 2017, which is fucking crazy.
Nuts.
I don't know what they count as a player. What do they count as a player?
Do you mean like active to ever?
Active to plays once.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't know what they mean by that, but if they added 1 million players, they've had 11 million people play the game since launch. Like, it's fucking awesome. They've been named MMO of the year like 3 years running now. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
We'll move right on past that. Yes, dude.
Talk to me.
Just like right here, I was like, boom!
Just walk
Doom
up.
2! I was saying Doom 2 at this point. I didn't know what they were going to call it because it makes sense they don't call it 2 now. Because there already is a Doom 2. I know there's already a Doom.
Oh, okay.
But Doom's a reboot, and I don't think they want to continue confusing us.
Oh my god.
You gotta play this game! You have to play Doom, Mason! Mason, play Doom!
I will. I'll think about it. Oh my god.
This part is my...
So
This whole conference
That just reminds me-
This whole conference had me animated. I was like, just the whole time, like, all the time.
I did play a little bit of the first Doom, and that reminds me when you come out of the elevator and the music's going and and then you go, and I love that. I love what Doom does. I love that they're very open about what they are.
Oh yeah.
And they just play to it.
And then if you're a fan of NoClip, please go watch NoClip documentaries. They are just so good.
Danny, if you're watching, you're doing a good thing.
And these guys are the stars of that. They're both hilarious dudes. Everyone's like a fan of Hugo. He's a star now, Hugo Martin.
Hugo Martin, creative director.
It's just
on
such
Doom
a
Eternal.
persnickety shit. I love those guys. So they came out. They talked about it. They're gonna really show the first gameplay at QuakeCon in August.
Cool.
So that's when we're gonna get to see the game.
All we know about Doom so far is that the theme is going to be kind of like Hell on Earth,
Right.
if you will.
Hell on Earth.
Which is great.
Quake Champions.
It's not my thing, but
Not
people
my
love
thing.
it. People love it, man.
Go kill it, everyone.
Crazy competitive audience there, or competitive player base there, and
Free to
big audience
play.
for it.
I think they're doing they were doing a thing like started that night where you could jump on and like rank and all that stuff. So
dude, high level Quake, by the way, if you've never watched it, some of the craziest stuff.
it reminds me of Unreal Tournament.
It's so fast paced. It's so crazy.
Very Unreal.
Very
Tournament,
Unreal.
like,
Yep.
And then we jumped to Prey.
In Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
This was non-stop, just like Microsoft.
Yeah.
It was just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, but Prey, this
We've been
was
so inspired by
surprising.
Your passion
Yeah,
and enthusiasm.
Well, here's what I've noticed about Prey.
We're rolling out
What I've noticed about Prey is that there are two camps. People who are like,
or didn't really
and
play
people
it.
were like, "This is really cool."
People who love it, right?
And I am right now. I'm in the camp.
Yeah, but you played it.
Tried to play it. I can't get into it. I might give it another shot after seeing this. I'm like, man, like, there's got to be something here. That,
Yeah.
And Bethesda's investing in it, and they're investing in their fans. And this is what I love. Prey is really, really well known to have not sold very well.
Yeah.
At all. But here's Bethesda putting more investment into their fans. They have loyal fans who love this game. That was so cool. I love that.
So cheesy.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's
though.
awesome. Very cheesy.
It was cheesy, but it wasn't cheesy, and I'm sorry, Andrea Renee. I love you.
Again, that's not her fault.
But
I
do you know what I mean?
I know exactly.
Or those girls in the beginning, before the show started. There's a difference between like fun campiness and like cringiness.
Cringy is the right word for it. I know exactly what you mean. So they're releasing a crazy amount of additional content for Prey, like a surprising amount.
Yeah.
And it's all same day release. As of this conference,
except for Typhoon Hunter.
Except for Typhoon Hunter.
Oh, Typhoon Hunter.
Typhoon Hunter.
Sorry. Coming after you, Typhoon!
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 Oh, okay, so I didn't know that Typhoon Hunter wasn't coming out same day, which...
no, they said it was coming out later this year.
Perfect. So what we did get was a new game plus mode, a survival mode, and some paid DLC called Moon Crash.
Moon Crash.
I don't know much about it.
It was this. It's this. So
Yeah.
it's like, basically, it's like a dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
So you get a bunch of different stuff, or maybe you pick stuff. They didn't really go into how it works. You get the different kinds of gear and skill sets that are from the game. You can play around with it. And then it's like, can you make it?
Oh, cool.
And you've died, you start over,
Okay.
and you get all the skills back, and you can pick different
Looks
builds.
like it changes every time, too. Which
It
is really
changes, yeah, like the environment changes every time, so it's always new challenges. In other words, if you really liked the gameplay, which was like this weird combination of like stealth, first-person shooting, and like magic, sci-fi magic, you can turn into like a water bottle. They show at one point, you know, like it's right here, right there. You see that?
Oh
bottle?
my god!
Yeah, you play
Speaking of that, talking about Typhoon Hunter, it's kind of a 1v5 human versus teacup competitive mode. Like, are those called Typhons? The things that can
Typhon is
ship?
like the name of the aliens. The Mimic is the little guy.
Okay, so yeah, from what I understand, it's one character you play as a human. I'm assuming you get weapons and things to defend yourself with, and then 5 mimics, which could be hilarious.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to.
Just like in Prey is about playing your own way, and Moon Crash is no exception.
So you just saw a lot of cool stuff that's available tonight.
I thought they were going to talk about that.
But
Oh,
we're
so they
not
got another
done
one.
yet. We have one more
That's
surprise
Typhoon Hunter.
coming later this summer called
Summer.
Typhoon Hunter.
Typhoon Hunter is a lethal game of hide and seek, where one player
I love
goes
this
head-to-head against 5 other players who get to be mimics.
And
That's such a
I
cool
love
idea.
that
like
idea, dude.
in Prey, the mimic players can disguise themselves as everyday objects. So, you know, things like a chair, a coffee
How
mug,
terrifying would
a
that be?
space banana, whatever works. But definitely not a coworker, right, Susan?
Absolutely not.
Not a mimic.
Probably not.
And then it falls
It
off.
falls off.
Again, it's campy,
It's
but
very
like they're just all these people are so real. I love it.
That's
I
an
love
incredible
this company.
idea. That mode should be a game in itself. Like I don't know. I think that would just be that alone. I could
know.
play forever.
It's
That would
so
be so
cool.
much fun.
And again, just to like very quickly read it, the fact that Bethesda understands that it has a hardcore, very small, loyal fan base for a game that didn't sell well, and they're pouring content and showing it on E3.
Showing a lot
Love
of
that
support as
shit.
well. I might have missed a few things in between.
Next
so
was
hit me with-
Wolfenstein Youngblood,
Perfect.
which what I can't tell is if it's like a DLC or a full-on game. I can't tell. But the premise is that it takes place in the 80s,
Right.
and you're playing as the twin daughters of
BJ and Anya, right?
and Anya,
Yep.
correct, from the first 2 games. So I love it. We're still going to get the characters, the amazing characters that make that game so special. And it's taking place in the 80s, so we're going to get the weird, like, Stranger Things sort of neon aesthetic.
But mixed with
But the Germans
the
are
weird
still...
German propaganda kind of.
They didn't talk about, like, how it works. I mean, have the Americans kicked out the Nazis? Because you started the revolution at the end of 2.
Yeah.
You, like, took over and you started a revolution. You got people to fight back, and, like, that was the very beginning. Now we're jumping into 1980, so we have a lot of answers, like a lot of questions that need to be answered. I don't know if it said when it's coming out. Did it say?
It just says
2019.
next year. Yep.
And it's co-op.
Co-op.
Story mode.
Awesome.
So I am down as hell. I will be buying this day one. Whoever else wants to buy it day one and play with me, there you go. I'm a
Any of you watching?
massive fan of that series. Then we got the introduction of Todd Howard.
Yep. Who people also love.
A little bit.
Just he's okay.
I was saying to
He's
you
all right.
earlier that he's like the Steven Spielberg of games.
That's a good way to put it.
Highly prolific.
Yep.
Everything, not everything, but like almost everything that's come out has been like really good. Something known for some of the biggest, most bombastic like movies out there. He's just kind of a celebrity, you know, outside of even people who know his movies.
And then, remember when Little E3 ran away from home?
His 25th year.
25 years
Bethesda.
at Bethesda.
Crazy.
25
He's
years.
seen everything.
He's funny. He's like nailing like stand-up lines in here, making people laugh, and then this.
Speak of the past and the future. Now, Skyrim
I love this so
looks to
much.
the future, to its ultimate version.
We don't have to watch the whole thing, but at least show.
No, we're not
show-
going to,
show
but-
key. I love it. They couldn't have found a better individual.
Alexa,
Play Skyrim.
I'm gonna go to the climb
Level
mountain part.
57.
Climb
and
mountain
see a
parts.
tall snowy mountain.
Climb it.
Climb it.
Fools die.
It's just so
awesome.
good. It gets better from there.
Play Skyrim.
Just making fun of themselves
Yeah.
and being part of us and our community that's been giving them shit about releasing Skyrim. And they even went so far to show him
on the fridge.
playing it on the fridge,
I
which
love
is
it.
the meme.
The meme. The number one meme.
Do you- another thing that's funny,
Etch-a-Sketch is a good one.
Etch-a-Sketch, pager, Motorola pager,
It's not working. That's my wife.
and there he is on the fridge.
Oh my god.
You want to know what's crazy though? Skyrim is available for Alexa. That was not just a joke. They released it for Alexa.
You heard it here.
So if you have an
Um,
Alexa, go try it, please. I want to see this.
I can't believe that.
That's
That's awesome.
a real thing. Okay, so they had to do it, and then boom, we're into Fallout.
Boom.
So we see the same trailer that we got at the Microsoft conference, and then Todd Howard goes into his classic. He's narrating the action, and we get gameplay. Mason, what did you think?
It was a lot, man. I was taking all this in within hours of each other. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
was getting hit with a lot. I love Fallout. You know I love Fallout. I loved Fallout 3. I think it's some of the best DLC in a game I've ever
Fallout 3 was
played.
so awesome.
It
I
was
need to go back and
incredible.
play some of this.
Yeah, in Fallout 4, I really liked. I didn't play it. I didn't give it the appreciation I feel like I should have. The story didn't really hook me for whatever reason. But it was fun to play around in. They always are.
I'm sorry, you said
That's
New
it.
Vegas or 4?
4.
Oh.
I didn't play New Vegas. I maybe
Okay.
played a few hours in New Vegas. Just never really had the opportunity to play it. I'm really excited. Even the opening gets me excited. It gives you that, like you woke up, probably have a hangover.
Right.
There was a party for, what do they call it? What day?
Reclamation Day,
Day.
yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah, right there, Reclamation Day. Everyone's leaving the vault.
Everyone's already kinda left.
It's just a different feeling, because you know you're not going to be alone, right? So we talk about how the big moment in these Bethesda games is emerging from whatever dark hole they put you in at the beginning.
Right.
But now you're still emerging from a dark hole, and you can play solo, but the world isn't empty. So it's going to have a different feel to it, which is
And there's
interesting.
the special.
Yep,
so
the special.
This is where you're gonna create your character.
Yep.
They're skipping all of that for the sake of the video, of course. And then we go out into the West Virginia hills.
West Virginia.
Such a great song.
So good.
I love that
So
song. We go out to the West Virginia hills. They play beautiful like music.
And the quest,
a cool
the
concept art.
overseer sends you
Really
on
cool concept
will
art
take
mixed
you
with
through
gameplay.
6 distinct regions, each
And then
with their own style,
He gets serious on us.
and rewards. Every person. Yes, Fallout 76 is entirely online.
How do you feel?
Ow! I feel good, because I know
We're all getting this day one, right? On PC.
there's a really good chance. If for sure PC, we should do PC. If we
Yeah,
can get
I'm
everyone to
doing
agree PC, let's do PC. I'm glad, because we know the things we were afraid of are not happening. There's not a server menu where you go and you choose, okay, here, this server is not PvP,
No.
this server is using hacks, I don't want to go there. None of that. You're never going to even look at a server.
You don't
which
lose
we know
progression
about.
for dying.
You don't lose progression for dying. There's dozens of people, I think they put it.
Yeah, so
on a
there
map.
isn't. It's not 150 like massive wars and battles.
No. It's handfuls of people on a map 4 times larger than Fallout 4. You could literally never see anyone if you're a homebody and you want to hang out in your outpost. if you will. We know you can find, well, we vaguely know you can find nuclear weapons and maybe use them against other players, which is interesting. If you're into the PvP aspect of it, which, why not?
Yeah.
You know, maybe you'll have that sense of, you know.
I mean, I do hope that I don't, like, just take off into the world and just get sniped constantly.
That is what we were worried about. And that's what you would get if you had hundreds of people, right? But I feel like that won't be, I don't know, I just...
Because they show it, like, later in here, like... Oh, this is like showing like how teamwork works. So you can see on the bottom left here, you've got the different players playing, which is really, really cool.
Really cool.
I am just a little concerned as far as like, you know, they show him at some point here, like running around the map and fighting another player. Like another player just starts shooting at him. Right here. So it's like, there's a little bit of concern for me. Like if I'm in the middle of the quest and some asshole snipes me, I'm not going to last long in this game at all.
Yeah, I mean, would it not feel to you like you were just being attacked by a raider? Maybe you could treat it that way, right? Like that was just the encounter you had in the
AI,
world.
and I can just turn VATS on and go and watch the bullet destroy his head instead of some guy who's like way better than me. I'm just trying to play the story, and he won't leave me alone. He's like grenading me, and I don't know. It's the one concern I have, the one.
Yeah.
But this, the co-op part of it,
so cool.
This is.
They have a way of introducing you to content that like no one else does. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the music they pick. I don't know. The way they transition is just perfect. Oh my god.
It's just awesome.
Oh, it's awesome. And the creatures. We saw a lot of new creatures as well.
A lot of new creatures, yeah. A lot of new creatures. The game looks beautiful. Like you said, it's 4 times larger than Fallout 4. Craziness over
They talk
here.
about how they play to the folklore of West Virginia as well, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, there's like creatures, I guess, that like match like legends of the local area.
Yeah.
There's a giant sloth.
Giant sloth.
The Grafton monster.
So cool. So cool.
So cool. So yeah, that's a day one purchase in my opinion.
No BR mode as of now.
No what?
For the Battle Royale.
Oh, Battle.
For those of you wondering.
Yeah, maybe they'll do that. They're doing a beta.
Yeah, yeah.
If anyone's interested.
I love the acronym too.
Break it early test application. So good.
So fun.
So good. I just love Todd Howard. And then he's talking about, this is a great line from him.
Anyway, we know together
We've
that we are going to build
I've read
something,
online when we talked
really
to
special. And we also know that all of you love our special editions. And we have an
Gotta do the
awesome
map here real quick.
collector's edition for you.
Oh,
It
God.
starts with a map of the world
Wait for it.
that glows in the fucking dark.
He sounded so uncomfortable saying it. Like he's like, can I say it? Is it okay if I say it?
But
fun.
Bethesda's the only one that does that.
Yeah.
They curse
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing.
It's really funny.
They're just dropping F-bombs, like
It glows in the effing dark.
treating everyone like adults. It's crazy. It's a crazy idea when you don't talk to your audience like a dumb child with cerebral palsy. And today, we are going to play Battlefield 5.
Shout out to Cerebral Palsy. Dedicated servers as well, which is a big deal. That was a pleasant, not
Dedicated
surprise.
servers, yes. I wrote that down too,
Yeah.
man. That was awesome.
Awesome.
Dedicated 11/14/2018.
Yep.
Right around the fucking corner.
Valentine's Day.
We all knew that was happening. What?
Isn't that
That's
November?
in February 14th.
February 14th?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. What's November 14th? Is that a holiday? Please tell me.
No.
That's the release of fall.
It is
Right.
now.
I must have had the two
It
confused.
is now. I might even, if I have time left, I'm gonna take a day off for that shit.
Take a guess which one's more important to me. Shout out to you, girlfriend.
Fallout 76.
Let's move on.
Yeah, that's probably definitely more important.
After that, they announced Shelters, right? Real quick on PS4 and Switch.
Well, Shelters is already PS4 and Switch, right? So it's coming. Of course, it's free as always. And then they announced something really out of left field.
Yeah.
Fallout Shelter, we wanted an experience that we were not finding anywhere else. Here it is.
Elder Scrolls Blades.
Blades
Free to play.
at its heart.
And it looks
Procedurally
gorgeous.
generated
Yeah,
dungeons.
looks really good.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not just melee.
Totally,
You have a range
totally
of
crazy. And
skills you can use.
later on, like they show like character
You play
menus.
in
Yep.
portrait mode.
Yeah, he said you can play it in portrait mode.
That one was incredibly important to us, that you could play it how
You never know when you're gonna need a free hand, he says.
You never know when you'll need a free hand.
And then people start laughing.
To hold your coffee. What do you?
Oh,
Degenerates.
He calls us all degenerates.
Degenerates.
It was just a fun conference. The
Yeah.
whole time I was laughing or in awe at
And it's
something.
not just
Look at this.
engines. It's incredible.
That's on a
for
phone.
areas.
It's crazy, dude.
Yes,
2018.
running on a phone. It really looks.
And then you got he's in a
Orient
town. Like,
You are a
holy
member
shit.
Of the Blades,
So I'll be picking that up
the
when it comes
Empire's
out.
Top agents.
And it's free to play.
And it's crossplay, so she can be on her phone playing the guy in VR in his
Yeah.
fucking room like a loser.
Like a loser, stupid gamer.
And then they showed us Starfield.
Yep.
They didn't show us
Very
Starfield.
briefly. Very briefly.
They showed us a teensy little thing.
Little peekaboo.
I was a little disappointed here.
Yep.
A little bit.
I know you want gameplay.
And, well, I mean, I thought Starfield was further along where they felt confident to show us some stuff.
Yeah.
And I was surprised they didn't. But they just had so much to show us already.
Yeah.
Zero gravity.
You just start floating. Ian. Ian. Ian, no! Oh god!
That'd be some great marketing,
Oh
just
my
like Zero
God.
Gravity. Starfield out next month. Okay. Music was really pretty.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's going to be, but it's made by Bethesda Game Studios, so
So
it'll
we're
be
in.
fucking awesome.
Let's do it.
All right, and then we save the best for last, I suppose, if that's what you want to call it.
You suppose.
And it's the one
Who are you?
you keep asking about.
You keep
I
asking about.
had two reactions. to this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
There's
It's
nothing
just-
here.
It's just the drums and the
Right.
and the song.
Which is good, but are you not happy?
Well, okay, so I may or may not have teared up a little bit during this, but
I got chills. I for sure got chills.
I got a little puffy-eyed,
Yeah.
100%, because it's Elder Scrolls. I mean, it's like the series that
Just
turned me
right
into a
here,
gamer.
dude. I got him again. I got him again. Oh. It's a beautiful thing.
Mason's so pumped to never play the story of that game.
It's a beautiful thing. Dude, I'm so pumped to never finish a quest line. I cannot wait, dude. Oh my god.
No, in the moment it was wonderful. For me, I guess I just don't really know why. Because here's it's a lose-lose situation for
Right.
them. I think it's like we don't talk about it. Everyone bitches about not having Elder Scrolls.
Right.
So they let us know they're working on it with this.
Mhm.
But those same people who were bitching about whether or not when is it, now they're going to say the same thing. Oh, you shut it off. Where is it now?
Right.
This game is not made.
Right. To that point, I was just gonna say I would have rather not seen this.
Same.
It made me very happy. I would have rather never
Yeah.
seen it. I
It
mean,
made
not
me
never, but
cry. Almost.
give me years. Give me 2 years, or 3 when it comes
We're
out.
not going to see it
on the
until like
next console.
2022
Yeah.
on the next console, and it's a little too much of a tease.
Yeah.
Because we're all so emotional about it.
Yep.
Like hardcore Elder Scrolls fans are like ready to cry at a moment's notice.
I
when
would
it
have
comes out.
rather them keep denying it.
I would have rather. Well,
Not that they ever denied it.
Pete
I would have-
Hines said yes, it's in our plans. We're making Elder Scrolls 6. It's nowhere near time, and we're not ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then they showed that. I was like, see, now when you show it for the first time,
Now is the
it's
problem.
not a surprise anymore.
Mhm.
So it's like this, like sweet, like obviously, like I said, it pulled on my heartstrings.
Yep.
I have dedicated Elder Scrolls heartstrings. If you play some music,
They're in a box that you break the glass
show
on.
me
like,
Morrowind
in
for a
case of
second.
emergencies.
Like the history of Bethesda no clip documentary. I was just like the whole time I was just
So good.
just like bathing in a pool of nostalgia the whole time. Like just excited. So
Incredible.
one of the best E3 conferences I've ever seen.
Ever.
Grades?
A plus.
A plus.
A plus for sure.
Yeah, Bethesda, you're the king right now, in my opinion. Third party. Next, we've got Ubisoft. We've got. Are we
Sony.
gonna do Square Enix?
Why not?
Okay. Well,
Why not?
we'll
We're
do
a
Square
day
Enix.
behind anyway. We can do them quick.
Square Enix and Ubisoft tomorrow, and followed by Sony the next day, followed by Nintendo the next day, and then we're done.
Benito.
Benito. So Wednesday will be our final video.
Final video on Wednesday. thank you for watching.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you watched the conference. If you did,
Yes,
let us know
go
what you
watch
thought.
the whole thing. It's really good.
I hope this wasn't your first exposure to the conference.
Yes.
A couple of goofballs.
Right?
Crying about Skyrim.
I doubt it.
Not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. Go watch it if you haven't watched already. If you have, let us know what you thought.
Yes.
Let us know if you have any questions.
Yes.
And just subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Not to be shameless.
I was gonna say like, just play Bethesda.
No! Subscribe to the channel.
Yes, that too.
And then go play the games. If you haven't played them already, I'm gonna go play Doom. Not right now, but I am gonna play Doom.
Dude, it's
Dude.
so good.
I know. Thank you guys again for watching. As always, we appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Later.
Later.